Right, hello everybody. I thought I'd work with this new kit, Nature's Remedies, that me and Tracy have done between us in a collaboration. I think she started off her video with the Trifold, where I am as well, only because I've never used anything like this. So it's a bit of fun for me, and it gets me into the mood of doing a journal, which that's coming soon. So I thought I'd just do the little project. I'm not going to use it as a, trifold as such. I'm going to stick mine to card. Yeah. And I'm going to cut it out. And I'm going to make one of those. I'd done one last year at the Somerset Studio magazine. And it will concertina together. And I thought that'd be, quite a nice little project to do. Well, luckily, we've got quite a lot of pages that are already pre-done. But we shall see what happens. And I'm going to stick them onto some, this is 300 GSM craft card, but it looks like leather. So I'm going to use that, but I'm going to stick it onto there, I think. Well, actually, no, I might get the smooth one because I want a smooth finish. Yeah, I'm going to. There we go. I've had that a long time. I used to use it in card making, so this one actually bleaches really nicely. Right, so I'm going to use that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stick mine on first. It's easier this way to stick it all in one and then cut it down how I want it. Okay, and do the other one like that. Okay, cut all mine out, they're all backed, okay? And the first thing we have to do is work out where we want things, okay? Now, I want this, the back and the front, but when they concertina, they need to be like that and like that. Okay, now that comes the inside. Had to check myself because it's been a while. Right, so that's what I'd done previously. Okay, so that's your 6 pieces. Yeah, and when that all goes together, sorry, when it all goes together, did you see that? Hold on. Right, so it's like that, and then it all concertinas. That becomes the front, so that's that bit there. Okay, so that bit there is here now. Right, so we have to make sure that is covered. Okay, and also it's exactly the same as the end one. Yeah, so that's like that. Okay, and because that's the back, which we want that one to be the back, to turn over. Okay, so it's then like that. So we have to make sure we decorate or cover these two things. So you either print out another sheet or you incorporate one of the pages, which that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so once they're done, then you need to work out what you're going to do on the backs of these. Okay, on mine I didn't finish this one actually, but I had lined paper. So I'm going to, in those 3 there, 4, that's going to become lined paper on this one. Okay. Oh. Don't do as I do as I say. There we go. They are fun. I used to get, oh my God, when I first done it, I was like, how does this work? Done it wrong because I didn't flip that first page. Yeah, so, all right, so they're like that. So I'm going to cover that with something. And actually, some of these pockets might look nice too. And we've got some, we've got one of the line pages. So I'm going to, I don't think I'll get 4 out of there. I'll get 3 out of there because mine worked out at 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 6 and, sorry, 6.5, is it? Just check. Yeah, 2 3/4 by 6.5. Yeah. So I'll pick some paper. Oh, actually, that's going to go just for a flame. Yeah, I'm going to do that because that's actually plain. So if we want to work plainish, we want to work on top of that, that would be nice, you know, for pockets and things. So it's only just the background. So that's great. So I'm going to cover that one like that, and that one the same. Okay. And then on these, I'm going to do some line paper. All right. So put those away for a minute. And just get that done first. And just make sure it's the right way. It doesn't really matter for that one, I don't think. But that is the right way up. So there. Oh, and if you haven't got brown card, oh my gosh, you can use cardboard. You can use anything. And you can also, if you haven't got any of that, you use white card and you ink up your edges. Okay, before you do any of this, and then you won't see the white bit here. Yeah, I've added my acetone, so it's all right now. Just going to come in a bit. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to doing some projects with this, and it's been lovely. And again, thank you very much, everybody. I'm pleased you're well, looks like you're liking it. I had quite a bit of feedback already, so yeah, it was good. We enjoyed it, so that was the main thing. Bit of hair raising towards the end. We was all like, because everything had to be ready at the same time. I think I was ready, and then all of a sudden no, it all got too much for my head to work everything out to get it all up and running at exactly the same time. So I think I lagged behind. And then I'll put the wrong link in my Facebook group, which is really funny. So I had to delete it and do it again because it wouldn't take off the link. Yeah, I think I put Tracie's link to her kit, not mine. It was so funny. Okay. Right, I'll just go and cut that out. Just a bit of glue on that. Right, I'll cut them out. Okay, so that's the front and the back. Right, and then I did manage. I butted them up because I thought, well, time we put lace, not lace, because I'll show you in a minute, we've got to cut some strips off because that gets stuck there. Okay, so that'll be covered because you only literally have that bit for writing on. So I've done all those. Yeah. Okay. And that's the front and the back. Right, so let's show you what I'm going to do now. So that is going to be the front. Okay, so we turn that one over. Yeah, it's important that one's the back side. And the same here. Okay, and then the rest fill in. So that's going to have fabric on. 8. That's going to have fabric. Yep. Let's try and get an order. Quite like that one there. And then that one is in the middle. So that fabric's going to cover there. All right, you won't be able to get them all in. So just remember the front and the back, flip over, okay? Because that becomes the front. Yeah, and then get some, bedding or things like that. This is just like a linen sheet, and just do your strips a little bit longer. You can always cut off after. Okay, I always do sort of longer, about 1 inch. It's not really, you know, that important. And then 1 goes there, so you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so strip them. I just take it off a minute, like a sheet like that. Okay, it's behind me on my chair. Right, oh, ink up first. That's right, let's get that done. So I'm going to ink up all the edges. Just good to lay it out, yeah, so that you can see where you're going. I mean, I stitch around mine, so I'm not really worried about that, but I could do that one just a bit. Okay, that's all linked down, all linked around, okay. And like I said, those are your front and your backs, okay, that we turn over. Yeah, all right, and then you get your bit of sheet, which might a bit longer than whatever you've done, okay. So I've just done that because I can trim mine off after. I'm not worried. All right, and it actually gets, I'll push that away. I want it in that order. All right, and what we do, we actually put that down like that. Okay. I mean, if you wanted to, you could fold it in half and get your seam, but I don't tend to. Got a bit of glue on there, but I'll be covering that anyway. All right, so that goes on there. That's right. So a bit of glue on here, which is on the front there. Like that. And then you stick that on there. Like that. I will check, okay, just in case. I don't want that totally covered. And what I would do, I'm just thinking about this, right, because before, when I've done them before, I actually covered it after this was down. On this sort of thing, I would print this out again, recut this out, and actually layer that on top of that one, right, to give a bit of, because I really like this cover, and I think it's really nice. Very straight, that one. That must have been end a bit. Okay, and then this one goes on there. Okay. So you do the back side where you've got the lines. Nice and straight. Not like me. Then that goes there. Now, I don't use, you can use a not a stopper, but a double piece of, like, oh, what do they call them? Sorry, I just probably got it on there. Spacer. Okay, this I used to do this with journals, mini albums, and I used to put a stopper in, okay, to check that that is butted there and that is butted there. It's 2 pieces of you know, thick chipboard, and that gives you what, 4mm. Okay, well, I think that's a bit far. I don't want that far, so I'm going to come in. I usually do it by eye, but if you wanted to be precise, you just check. No, I think that looks okay. Yeah. Big glue there. Oh yeah, that's a bit that I'm covering anyway. So that's my front now. Yeah. Okay, right. So I get another piece, and you can lay that down like that. Glue on the back. Don't do it upside down though. Oh, sorry, it's straighter that way. Right, I have to just come out a bit. Okay, and then turn over. Glue there, and that. And then it's this bit next. Line side with the glue, and so that it goes there. Okay, and then check its similar length there. That dries clear, and if not, you just put that, you know, bit of ink over it because it is a grungy style. So right, and again, lay that down, fold that over, and then turn that side. And then just checks, that's miles over really. So check there. Right, which was next? Was it that one? Yeah. Then that, yeah. Okay. Back side or line side. That's why it's quite handy if you decorate the back first as well, and then this covers that as well. And also, you know that you glue on the back. So okay, next one. Okay. And there's your end one. So you look at the back side of that. And then there we go. So it's going to dry though, but that's our concertina book so far. Yeah. Okay. All right. Definitely gonna print that out again. Okay, and raise it. Maybe print that out onto card and raise that up, because that is, I love that picture. So, and I'm definitely going to use that, and then we can cut this out as well and raise that up. But then I might use another ticket or something. But I do like that because I think that's good, you know. Yeah. Of course, trim all these off. I tend to like to let it dry first. I don't cut it right back. I leave it a bit and then rough it up after. Okay, I'm not messing around pulling it or anything to rough it up until it's dry. So, right, so we leave that dry, and then I'm going to go and print out another one, like I said, onto card for that cover, because I'm really liking that. Let me get this concertina right. There we go. That's it. It sits beautifully if the concertina is correct. All right. If it feels a bit awkward, that's because it's not done, you know, not correct. Okay, I had my lunch. I'm feeling refreshed. Okay, while I was I tea stained 2 of these, I printed out another 2 sheets. Okay, tell you why I've done that. Firstly, you know, so I've got another 2 sheets of these, and they are tea stained, which they can become tags, cut down for tags or anything like that. They will be used because of a nice background there, and I like this bit here as well, and this, so you could most probably get a tag there and cut those elements out, because I wanted just that. Oh no, that's spare, that's right, because all I wanted was this ticket here, there. So I've cut it out whole, yeah, with that. So that is going to be placed over like so, yeah, and then we can tuck that under there. But I'm going to stitch around this, yeah, and I'm going to stitch that on. No, I'm not going to stitch that on there. Don't listen to me. Right, so I'm going to stitch around here, not that, yeah, because I'm going to put that underneath, like so. Then that on the top, and that's going to be stitched as well, so a bit fiddly, but that's all right. And then that's gonna, some numbers are going to go there. Oh, that's right, like that, something like that. Okay, all lined up, of course. With the excess that you know, when I cut this out, had a bit here and there. I cut out loads of circles. I think it's 3/4 of an inch, I think. I will check, because there's nothing on this one. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. So they can do for, you know, when you put a hole through, and you've got all your grommets and that to do as ties. Then I printed it, then I cut that bit out of that sheet there. And I've mounted that onto card, bit of the brown card that was left over. So we can cut that out. And I've got the two brads that will go in there, yeah, and that can be placed on there somewhere. So I've done that. Okay, but before we do anything else, oh, and that's, yeah, that's spare. Okay, I just thought that would be nice as a tag somewhere. Right, so the first thing we've got to do here right, is I got to sew a stitch around that bit, which is a bit fiddly, but I'll do it. And stitch around that bit, okay? And then I'm going to stitch around everything here, especially, you know, this bit here. All right, and all around that. Should we go for black? I think we will. Yeah, I'm going to do it with black thread. Yeah. I'm just wondering whether to leave the back one till I find out what sorry, I usually put something on the back here. I might leave that one. Do that last. So we've got pockets and that to go in. So what I'm gonna do, I don't need to stitch around that. Let me think. Oh, looking nice. Do I do it if I've got pockets to go in, which could be stitched? Do you know what? I'm going to leave it for a minute, the stitching, except for doing down here, because I'm going to put that on. Yeah. So I'm going to stitch down the front one and do that. Yeah. And I'm just going to wait until I see what I want placed everywhere else before I stitch the rest. Okay, but we'll get the front cover done. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, done that. I decided to go with cream because I thought it looked like leather. And yeah, I quite like that. But this one I already done the black, and I thought, oh, I might do the rest with cream. So that's what I've done. And then we've got that there. Must remember to put that on though. Okay, so I'm going to get this on now. Mind you, it's really funny because it could have stitched this on because this can be a pocket. You know, of course, I'm sort of learning as I go along. I'm literally haven't done one of these, so haven't practiced one for ages. I think, like I said, I done the last one last year sometime. So it's not a pocket, so we can glue this right down. So yeah, we could have done really and hid all the stitching with a pocket or something, which would work. But I've done this now. Just make sure you ink up around the edges. Okay. Do we want that over or under? Oh, see, decisions. I think over. Yeah. I quite like that raggedy look, so yeah. No, I like that. Okay. And a little bit of this. These are all, are they inked up? Not quite. Yeah, cat's joined me again. I actually got, hello baby. I got two of them here. I got my youngest cat who never ever leaves his side has decided to start going out. She's 12. Oh dear. Yeah, I do think it's because it's quiet outside, you know. I really do. Let's put a tiny bit too much glue on there. Okay, I like that. Okay, then we've got spare card here. I'm going to put these away for now. I'll put them in here. Just have to remind me to use them. Put them in my little box. Well, that come off a ticket, the bottom there. You wonder where that come from? Okay, let's cut this out. There. Let's see, might have to. That's fine. I'm going to cut that off. Okay, because it's only fake, if you know what I mean. It's not holding it together. So we can cut that off. Oh, different look. Right. Let's see which one I can find. All right, take that one out. I have no idea what they're doing. Right, I have an old pair of scissors, like a red handled pair I use for this, but can't find them, so I cut that off. All right. Like that. And then I just put a little bit of glue in there for now. I've just got to find something to go in there. Let that dry, and that keeps that in there because, like I said, it's only... I might put it over that way, actually. Sort of about there. All right. But I need some numbers or something. Not sure whether to use. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that down. I can find something to go in there after. All right. Okay, need to hold that down for a bit until it's dry. Okay, it's nice and dry. And I thought one of the words might fit in from Tim Holtz. Let's have a look. Discover will be good. Oh, yeah, even better. So I do mount that onto card, which I've got some, that's no good anyway, like there. Okay, which comes in handy over and over again. I think we can live with that. Okay, I'm just wondering. These are supposed to be permanent, so there we go. Just takes that whiteness off that edge where it just overlapped the brown. Right, let me put that over there. That always comes in handy, that one, filling in. That's why I keep it near me. Right, well, I'm all right. I'm liking that. So, right, now we've got to work out where we're going to put pockets and everything so we can sew the rest. All right, because I like to get the sewing done before we start getting too lumpy. Yeah, so I'm going to go and look through the sheets and see what I can find, rather than you painstakingly watching me do that. And then we'll go from there. So that's quite nice. Right, I'm going to try and get this done. We've got builders next door now, and they're putting some scaffolding up. So whether it gets too loud or not, I don't know. This is what I've come up with so far. So that's one of the pockets, and I'm going to stitch that one in. Oh no, sorry, I'm going to stitch around that and then glue that one in, because we've already done the front. Okay, that's a pocket there. I'm going to stitch most probably. Actually, no, I'm going to stitch around that one and then glue that in as well. So we've got a bit more space for put some more things in there. And that is a bit of vellum there, and I'm going to make a pocket, and then that big tag is going to go in there, which that needs backing and everything. But I thought then I don't lose that nice, because I like that design there. And then here is a tall pocket, and that tag that Tracy done will be brilliant. That'll fit in nicely in that tall pocket there, and then that'll come out the top. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead while they're putting the scaffolding up and stitch everything and get it all ready for you. Oh, and on the back here, see what I mean? I'm putting that on the back to become like this one here. Okay, and then put a grommet hole for the tie around. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and do it all and then show you when I've finished. Okay. Right, he's gone for his lunch at the moment. He's been banging and crashing out there, so I haven't been able to video anything. It's really bad. But anyway, all I've done, right, is stuck everything in, like I showed you. And, you know, because these are all the pockets from the kits. So, and just backed everything. Oops. It does fit in there. Just, but I should have took a little tiny bit off, but there you go. But that's great. At least it doesn't slide around. Okay, so yeah, done that. I also stitched around everything, which I might have done that before. That was the tag. I did have that there, but I swapped it because I had a tag here and there, so I swapped these two, and that one goes in there. Oh, see, that is that one there, and that goes in there. All right, and what I've done, I put the Tim Holtz there because that's quite heavy, that one, but that's all that is just a little notepad. Yeah, just, and I've stitched it at the top. I mean, you can prettify that up if you wanted to. Bit more. Just put that there, and then what I've done is just to keep that nice and secure, I just put one of them Tim Holtz things in there. Yeah, and then yeah, so I didn't stitch the pockets in. They were all like faux stitched, if you know what I mean, and then made to look like they were stitched in. It goes there. And I had one of them on there, and I with that pocket. Okay, so this one this pocket I cut out of just some backing paper, how I normally do my pockets, and that was one of the large tags, which fit just perfectly. That's what gave me the idea to do that. Oops. Why is it you have to turn everything around, or because you just can't get it in? Look, go straight in. And that, yeah, like I said, just place the pockets. I just stitched around all the outside and then folded them up and then stuck them on. And this one was one of the journaling cards. All I've done here is cut one of them down. So, and this is like that. That's there, and that's one of the tabs just put in between there. Okay, so I will be doing some more of these. Oh, I haven't showed you the front one. I really like that. That was nice. This one here, so that's the pocket that's supplied with the kit, and it's, you know, a bit shorter, so I just put some washi tape there, and I felt that looked all right. And this little journal comes with the kit as well. So, or I just cut a few spare pages that I had hanging around. That's one of the tags just sewn in, because I printed some out on paper. Sorry folks, it's one of them days. Alright, so I haven't quite finished it yet, and that sits in there. Oh, and I cut that out and done my faux bit that I done there. Don't need to do a stamping in and doing a couple of things, but it fits in there beautifully. There. So, if it goes all quiet and I fast forward this bit, okay, I printed, cut that out and put it onto a bit of card. So I'm going to use, I was thinking of using that here. All right, cutting that out with a circle punch and using that along there, because this is it's only tracing paper, so it could, you know, split, and I think that'll just give it maybe a little bit of support. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But no, I'm loving it. Really, I'm loving it. And then I'm going to do the grommet bit there for the closure. Okay, which we'll do now. And then I'm going to put one on the front as well. So that one I'll centralise. Okay. That. All right. Oops. Okay. Give it a bit of a squeeze there, and that's okay. But I'm going to say, like I said, I only buy cheap ones, so I have to sometimes give that a bit of a bang, which I can't do it on the glass there. That's it. Just so that it's a little bit, it's flush. And that's fine. Okay, right, and then I'm going to put one up on the front, on this corner here. Yeah, so make sure I don't get that. So I tend to put my finger there, all right, because I've been caught out before and gone through everything. And because the size of the rings I've got, okay, which isn't very big, I know I can't go in too far here, so I literally have to do it in that corner. If I had a bigger ring there, I would be okay. But I'm going to go about there, I think. Is that right? Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then put that in there. Okay. Let's just stand up because I can't actually see. And then put that there. Okay, give that a squeeze. Okay. All right, and I've got one of my dangles. Oh, these threads were off where I've been sewing. Okay, I put them all together and done a couple of tags. And the same as that one. That's a bit of jute and what was left of that. I like using them up. Right, so that's one of my dangles. I've got a video on them if you haven't seen it. So, try and get it done before he gets back, even though my husband's now in the shed sawing. There he is. Yeah, he's back. That's it. Okay. Yeah. I like that. Okay, let's do finish the closure off a minute. Right, what have I got? I've got a bit of sheet again. Is that a bit too wide, do you think? Actually, I'm going to do a thinner bit. I'll just go and get it a minute. The short end will do, I think. Which is here. And all I do, I'm going to do it about 1/2 inch, yeah? Not that much. And then rip it. There we go, nice skinny bit. That's what we wanted. It was only a little skinny journal, isn't it? And I think sometimes it can be a bit too weighty, so not too heavy against everything. So we can, I'll just cut that end off there. Went a bit wrong. Okay. So I think I don't really need that much. I think 1/2 of it will be alright. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'm gonna, let's see, a little bit more than 1/2. There you go. You can do this at the front as well, but I quite liked it at the back, so I'm gonna go the other way. So come in from the back. Yep. Okay, all done. Oh yeah, I think if I'd done it again, this would be a bit shorter, right? Because I'm looking on here, and that one is sort of like shorter, isn't it, somehow? Not really though, only a little bit. It's just that little bit too long, I felt. But that's the way it's done at the moment, so yeah. And I think, or a file folder bit along there, or yeah. And I think I would have that at the front, under here, and that pocket I would have at the back. I don't know if I do it again, definitely. But like I say, I was just doing it up, but I'm more than happy with it. But that's what I would change. That at the front for a change. So yeah, I think it's for opening, if I remember rightly. It's sort of, you tend to go like that. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's something to hold on to when you open it. Yeah, I think that might get in the way there. Do you know what? I might put one on there as well. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, okay, that's it for now. It's done. Yeah, I would prefer that on the front, really. And shorter. I reckon I can get away with it. Doing it a bit shorter, you know. And stitch that on instead. It's annoying me, that bit. So, guess what? I'm going to cut it off. Watch this space. I don't like it. It's getting on my nerves. I know it'll still show at the back, but that's all right. Don't mind that. That's a bit like a washi tape, and then we can, yeah, let's have a look. What I want to do is actually put me, yeah, I can do it. Yes. I'll be so much happier if I do that. I'm going to take that out. All right, and I'm going to glue that in. I can do it. So don't put the tab there. I don't like it. I've got to remember this is a pocket, so I can just about get away with it. Yeah, we're not touching that yet. Oh, I was going to ink up there, wasn't we? Okay, now I'm gonna just stitch along there. I better take that out. Yep. There we go. Perfect. Who would know? Now that is so much better. It just did not suit it. I was all right with it on there, but it just didn't work. It was too floppy, and that's great. And the pocket went in, the tag went in all right, because I literally just stitched along there, so it didn't interfere with anything. There. And that goes in there. Perfect. And we go one way, then the other. Tie it up. Okay, that's better. I think it might be because that one was more decorated, if you know what I mean. This lends itself to being more stream-like. There we go. Lovely. And that looks good, look. I mean, that looks like it's an old bit of tape on it. So, more than happy with that. And I need to ink up this a little bit anyway. So I haven't done that. And let's have a look where yeah, because I just inked a little bit around. I'm just looking where the glue was. Can't really see it now at all, so it worked. That's coffee stain, but let's have a look this side. No glue anywhere. Nice little book. Happy with that. Just do that. It's a little bit too clean, and just here and there. That's it. Okay, I think that'll do, you know. Okay, so But then, you know, what's quite nice, because it looks patchy and everything, and put that there, you know, if I hadn't gone wrong, that wouldn't be there. I wouldn't have thought of doing that, and I actually really like it. So yeah, just making sure everything's all right there. Yeah, it's perfect. Love it. Yeah, really do love those, and that was fun. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching then, and I'll be around for some more. I just got to do a couple of things myself this afternoon, and then I'll get on with. Oh yeah, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use Junk in the Trunk, the next one, to make the cover for the journal. So I'll do it that way, because I need to sort of kill two birds with one stone, really. So, and sorry about the saw. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching then. Bye.